got the blues, but I've got them in my Cadillac.
It's 7 o'clock and it's Thursday night, and welcome to Hot Flash Happy Hour right here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So we want you to subscribe, follow, like, comment, share, call in if you'd like to have a conversation with us at 313-355-6018. And again, Hot Flash Happy Hour. This is the hour about music, about what we do as musicians ourselves. I am Tasha Owens, your host. I have my lovely Jimmy Alter. I like that part. It's my co-host, and today we have a wonderful guest in the show. They've wonderfully invited, and I will introduce you to her in a few minutes. But what we like to do at the beginning of our show is catch up a little bit with what's going on in Jimmy Land.
Oh, what's going on in my world?
Yeah.
I mean, it was food truck day in my subdivision. That's pretty exciting, right?
And I didn't get an invitation.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm mad.
I mean,
I'm angrily.
I'm not upset. I had a Philly cheesesteak wrap for dinner. It was pretty delicious.
I had burgers from Braze.
Thank you very much.
But they were good. They're the best sliders in the world.
Hey, speaking of food, I saw you tried Good Burger, huh? It's
yes,
good, ain't it?
Yes, I did go to Good Burger when
yeah.
I was downtown a couple weeks ago.
Tasha's like, there's a place called Good Burger? I was like, yeah. I was like, it's right by, I work at Henry Ford downtown.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, it's right by my work, and it's really like, as the name implies, you know, it's a good burger.
Of course, me being old school, I'm like at the movies, and I'm like, she didn't say it. She didn't say it. Yeah. I was waiting here. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
You know what sucks though is you know what sucks is you know how many times like they've probably heard that and they're probably like so sick of it. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, you signed up for it.
Yeah,
so
I know. They're probably like, this job ain't bad, but
we go do it every time we walk in, especially as tourists. I know they're gonna get that because it's downtown. So that's kick ass. Yeah. So the house is going good and everything.
House is going good. I got my patio poured, and I got like a third of my basement done. And man, he's
been sharing this with the world, so we have to keep him updated.
Right.
Yeah.
I just
over
moved
the last year or so, we've been going with the wedding.
Yeah, I lived
the
with
new house.
Me and my wife and my 2-year-old lived with my parents for like 9 or 10 months as my new house was getting built, in their tiny little home. And at the time, they had 2 big giant Newfoundlands. We had a 17-year-old cat, whatever. And
but they are the coolest parents in the world.
They're great parents, but 10 months inside a tiny little house with anybody's parents when you're 39 years old, it gets a little bit old, But it's great. I actually just mentioned to Lizzie today. I was like, eventually we might have to change over our basement and like finish our basement for it. And our basement's not like a dungeon basement. It's got like full size windows in it and stuff, so it wouldn't be horrible for them to live down there. I was thinking about the future. I was telling my wife, like, I don't think I could ever put them in, like, assisted living or something, because that's a tough spot to be in.
Plus, I'm rubbing off on him. I tell him we don't put our elders in.
No,
yes.
Shit, yeah.
All of our elders, they pass away at home. I'm sorry,
that's
we
right.
take care of them. So that's been happening, and I think for as long as we can all do it, that's what's going to be happening in our family.
And it really, actually, it really helps families out, too. Like, a lot of people don't do it anymore, but it does help, even financially for the grandkids, for everybody, right? The grandkids get a better sense of that family structure and everything else.
Right, because they're living it and they're seeing it
happen.
And they're seeing the actual, the natural formation of life, from beginning to end happen right in front of their face. So they don't have to look to any book or anything. This is their own education. So, yeah, kind of morbid if people think about it, but you know what? It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, it's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on that note, you guys, thanks for the update for you.
Sure, no problem.
I might have updates and I'll share them later if I think about them. But me, I'm always scatterbrained because I'm doing 1,000 things. So my daughter, this Saturday is having a very close knit housewarming party at her new home, and they've lived in for about a year. So she said it's about time. So I've been helping her get ready for that, and so I've been cleaning my butt off. And I still have, new drapes and stuff to steam and all that stuff tomorrow. So I'm excited about it. It's happening Saturday. So that's my update of what's been going on and all that good stuff. And having our vacation up north a couple weeks ago which I got here.
Yeah,
so
a little
the room
late,
was so
but
full.
that's okay. Yeah.
But what a great band, what a great interview.
We got through the show. I heard we were talking about, we had this band Silverhawk in the studio last week, and they had a show at the Token on Sunday, and I guess it went well. I heard it went really well. It was really well attended. They sold a ton of merch and everything. There's this band, they were around in '71, and they hadn't been together for 50 years, and just got together again like last summer. And are playing again.
This is really awesome story behind them, absolutely.
And back in the day, they played really cool like spots. They did like the Grandy and all these places, and they did a bunch of really cool.
I think they were this close to being signed, and then something happened.
Yeah, they're a legit like rock and roll band around town, you know. And then pretty awesome to have them.
So on that note, you guys, while we've been a few minutes into it, we always get excited. We talk about things. I know you guys want to keep updated on us too. We want to invite and welcome our wonderful friends that we have here today. And I am introducing a friend of mine that I've met. And it's weird how you meet people that kind of impact your life, or you know that they're going to be a part of your life. And it's always in places you never expect to. And I met this young lady. She's so awesome. When Jill Jack, and I'm shouting Jill Jack out, she invited me to become part of the panel for the Michigan State Fair Super Singer Contest. And when I went to be a part of this panel and to see some of the performances and talk to some of the folks, this woman stood out to me a lot, because we share a lot in what we do. And mind you, I didn't even hear her sing. So I didn't even get there in time to hear her sing or anything. But of course, I've been stalking her since. And and we've just been talking back and forth about a lot of things about being women in this business and that, and women doing it all. And Jimmy's like one of those guys that's doing it all. You know, the family and working full time, being an amazing guitarist, my music director and co-host. So we've got a lot of that in common.
You're always running.
Today. So the energy here should be really, really great. And so I want to introduce to you guys my wonderful friend Amira Bandy. Amira Bandy. I'm going to say it again, so I want you guys to look out for that name. She's doing some great things with her music, and just being a great person. So she's on my team, so I want her to be on your team. So therefore we're gonna talk to her and see what's going on. And who have you brought with us? You're a companyist.
This is Jack Bass.
Hi, Jack.
He is our
Welcome.
Pianist in the band The Plutophonics.
Yes.
That was the band that
Plutophonics.
entered the Superstar Contest.
Yes.
But he was out of town.
Oh,
the
how
weekend
dare you.
of the contest.
Really?
So I was
One
like,
of my
you
best
know,
friend's
we can't
wedding or
win.
my first big show.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
It's a thin line. Oh.
That would have been tough. Yeah, your best friend would have understood though, probably too.
Friends.
You know? Were you standing up though?
We were doing Arts Beats and Eats the same weekend.
Is
So
that
I was
awesome?
like, why would you leave Jack this weekend? You know, but it's
They replaced
okay.
me with someone much better.
It was we had a
Don't even
nice
say that
fill-in.
ever.
Yeah.
Ever
No,
say
no.
that. Someone different other
Was it
than
like
you.
one of the
Not
town
better.
ringers or somebody like that?
He was just a really good. Our bass player knew him.
Mhm.
Shout out Timmy Tubbs.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, our bass player. He hooked us up with this guy Jacob, and we all just sat there. He could be his own band
Wow.
Nice.
on the keys, you know, and we're just watching him, just like blown away. So he learned all of our stuff within a week. It wasn't like perfect, but if we would have had maybe one more sit down with him, I
Right.
think he would have like.
Nailed it completely. But then that's a consummate professional. That's
He's
what
like
you
he was
get.
a professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
Absolutely. And those are people you want to
Like, oh
keep
my gosh.
keep in that black book.
Yeah, right. Picture a second time summon.
Brother
you know?
Mans, I got a call for a
Yeah.
gig. That one should just pop up.
When Jack has another wedding, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
You know, you gotta have someone else to call.
But Jack, man, I know you got some skills, brother, and I know that the reason that you're with her is that there's an energy that's so awesome. So I can't wait to get into that too. But we're gonna start out with I had notes and everything, you know. So excited, my friend was gonna be here. So now I gotta wing it because I had to run all the way from my daughter's house and got here within 2 minutes to start the show. So what? Super mom, super bitch, whatever you want to call me.
I'm glad you're getting
Okay.
the place ready because I mean I want it to be clean. I'm invited to this party, of course. I'm like Tasha's other son.
I'm gonna beat you.
Her
up.
daughter's
You owe
like
me
my
$2
sister.
if it's right.
Yeah. I'm excited to see their new home.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When how did the Plutophonics get going? How did that start?
Yeah, let's start from there.
Oh boy. Well,
Because you've had a lot of bands and like kind of like.
It's the same two consistents have been me and the guitar player Matt.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started the project in 2017. It was like fall of 2017.
Okay.
We were in another band, and we were like, you know, let's start our own project.
Right.
We thought it would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with a bass player who was also a really good drummer, but we were like, just play bass and we'll find another drummer. We
Right.
had really talented drummer come in, so it was just a 4-piece. And then we were like, what if we got keys? And then we had somebody come in, and we were like, okay, now what are we going to call ourselves? It was We Met a Turtle that year. That was our name. And then, but it was because none of us could, we were like, we weren't settling. And then somehow it became we were in the Undertones, and there is a band called the Undertones from the 80s. So
Oh, I'm
couldn't
sure.
be the
That is such a,
Right,
like,
right,
you know,
right.
they're
that's more
very
like a
well known.
60s,
Yeah.
70s band.
Oh,
The
no.
Undertones.
Yeah, so it's just like,
Coming to a jazz club near you where we were ruffled shirts and velvet tuxedos.
they were a rock band.
I love it,
Out
though.
of like Ireland.
Oh, really?
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, and they were popular,
Yeah.
so we had to
You
change
couldn't
our
take it,
name. And then we were the Fernwoods, and and that was also a settled on name because we are the most disagreeable people.
Right, right.
And then we had, you know, some personnel change, and then Jack came in recently not even a year ago.
January 2021.
Okay, yeah, so just
All
this year,
right,
top of
fresh
the year.
meat.
Yeah.
What's the name of the band?
And
Right.
he's like, so what are we going to be called? What are we called? And we're like, oh my God, we're going to do this again right now.
Right.
And so we just settled on the Plutophonics. Matt came up with a word. Okay, no, we didn't settle. Okay, we were fighting over this. We were literally like, this was a...
Wait. Did you have
Okay.
gigs lined up to even like argue about this?
Yeah.
For? Okay,
Oh,
you did.
so
So
you're
you
getting
gave
We were
me
ready
the
in
for
like
the
stuff.
Superstar contest and changed
gotcha.
it
Deadlines,
to
deadlines.
It was
Gotcha.
Meta Turtle, and then I was like, you know what, you guys, I slept on it, and we should be the Plutophonics.
Yeah.
I'm one of the pickiest people. You know,
Right,
I naturally, as a woman, like
I
think
like the
we're all-
name.
That is, I like that a
I
lot
like
better than the Fernwoods.
The Fern,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot better.
We all agree.
I agree with that one too.
Yeah, so it's
I
like,
like Plutophonic.
Hey, I was in a band called Hot Rod Hearts. It's a cool name, but still kind of though. You might want to put a poodle skirt on, but
yeah, no, but it's just a made-up word. That Matt was like, it means the sounds of the powerful, because they're two Greek words, and I'm like,
Right.
you just made up your own Greek word. Good for you. So then,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Now that's
That's
where we
great.
are.
we'll take it. We'll take it.
So you guys started at that contest, right?
As a
The-
band.
The name change was at
Yeah.
the contest.
Mhm.
We started 2017 as a band, and then
I'm saying with the members that are currently
they're currently
in.
in
Yeah.
came in January, and then so we had been together like 6 months up until then. That's when I entered us into the contest. So it was
Okay.
like,
Okay.
But they didn't
So you found that
know.
gel? Did
Nobody had any clue I did it. I was like,
Oh.
Yeah, we got a gig. That's all they need to know.
Hey, you know what?
We supported you.
Can we hear how? Are you guys gonna do a couple for us today?
we could do a couple.
Oh,
Can we
look
hear
at
the
me.
first one of a couple right now?
Right, and before we do that, I would like to say, again, you guys are watching Hot Flash Happy Hour right here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and we encourage you, please, 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 to like, share, subscribe, comment. You can call in if you'd like at 313-355-6018. But do let everybody know what's happening with music in Detroit, and that we are bringing it to you. Tasha Owens, your host, and my co-host Jimmy Alter. And
Kisses tonight.
we have Amir Bandy and Mr. Jack on here from the Plutophonics band. I can say that as guests. So we're going to hear more about that. We're going to hear live performance right now. So sit back, y'all. Get ready to just move something and groove with us.
Last night.
Life is short, the night is young. It's you and I tonight. I wonder would it be so wrong pretending this passing while I'm laying in your bed. As I'm thinking of the one I love, waiting for me at home. But I'm not alone. Well, he's alone, but I'm not leaving. No, taking this walk of shame. Man, do I feel ashamed? Taking this walk of shame. I am so ashamed. What have I done? What have I done? Taking this walk of shame. Man, do I feel ashamed? Taking this walk of shame. I am so ashamed. What have I done? What have I Sitting asking questions I don't have any answers to. I just keep on stuttering, wondering if you help me. What do I say? That's not my mistake. Was not myself, that was not me. 'Cause I was out of character, doing things I would never do. But I want you to know that I love you, and I'm afraid to lose you. I know you cannot trust me, boy, I wouldn't trust me either. Please don't walk away. Promise me that you would stay, no matter the circumstances. What have I done?
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about that? So, what inspired you to write that song?
Oh boy.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
A terrible mistake that I made.
Well, you know what? Yeah. We don't call them terrible mistakes anymore.
was
We call them strong lessons.
Strong. It was.
Yeah.
Learning experiences.
It taught me.
Because girl, I got you topped if we talk about that toe to toe. But
Yeah.
strong lessons that we learn, and then sometimes those lessons are blessings, and so that's what happens. You always have to look for that, and you brought it out because look what it made you, and it just made you stronger. It just drove you to do what you're doing, and it brought that part of you out of it.
It did.
So and you did it so beautifully, and with a smile, like confident, like I love you. I know this and that, but look at me now.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone in this studio has a couple things to ask for redemption
yeah,
for, right?
absolutely.
It was
Yes, we do. Yes.
Basically, the song is like me just confessing my sins, right?
Absolutely.
That's what it is. It's just me saying like I made this mistake, but in the problem, I mean, granted it was a mistake, and I call it a terrible mistake, but I learned what true forgiveness is out of it.
Absolutely.
Being forgiven can change your whole world.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's what I got out of that.
Right.
Hey, and that's how we make music. That's how we get the message across, man. And this is great.
That's great.
Absolutely, what a great song. So you guys, your website again. I know I've been on it. Is it?
Whoisamira.com.
Who is Amira? Yeah, I know. I click on the link and I forget the name of it. But yeah, go to her website, you guys, and there's like a ton of a lot of music on there, and then her performances and photos and things, and it's wonderful. And this is a person that I'm putting out there for y'all to watch, and as long as I can help, she's gonna be under my wing. So
Yes.
yeah, as this show is also sponsored by the Michigan Association of Music Artists, which kind of a big deal on that. So so I'm going to be putting a lot of shows together. I want you to hear and listen for her out for her, because she's going to be involved in some of that. So and part of being Mama is a mentoring program in that, and we've had conversation, and one of the things that you said to me at that panel meeting, and it was just it's such a compliment to me, because it's like you really didn't know who I was, but you just saw that in me, and this is the thing that I've been trying to just put forward, and thinking that message is kind of clear, and for you to see it without even having me say anything was great. And you said, hey, I need another strong woman in this business. to follow or not to follow, but just to get advice from, to
Hang with.
partner with in what we're doing.
Network.
And this is what we're doing. So this is what we're really talking about. We're talking about not only women helping women to succeed, it's just musicians helping musicians. So I want to take that women helping women, although this is part of that as well, because that is a whole different struggle. That's all inclusive, but the whole thing behind Mom and Everything is for us to help other musicians and learn from our experiences, and because everybody here has something that's going on, every big name here in Detroit, and that is the one thing that Detroit has not been able to do. No, I won't say that. In some instances, absolutely it has happened, but we're not known for that, because everyone is so great that they are all in these different areas, and they are amazing. You won't find better musicians than the people in Detroit. Around the world, any major band, again, I'll say it as many times as I need to, you'll find Detroit musicians there. So this is a way for us to come together and to make it the force it used to be when they called us Motown, when they called us the home of rock and roll, things like that. So we want to be that again.
Building a community.
Instead of being under the covers that way and coming out, sprawled out around the world, we want to start from here and then let it blossom again. So I think this is a wonderful way, and I think you're a wonderful person to be a part of my program, number one, and just to seek me out, because our energy is like this is me. She got enough grit. She's got the attitude. She's the right place in her head and in her mind, and the music that you write is beautiful.
And she's got stuff to ask for forgiveness for, so she fits right in with us, right? I mean, like,
I mean, Jimmy.
You tell me that none of us are perfect.
No.
I mean, mostly I have been in my.
Jimmy has a reputation.
I mean, like, I was pretty good in my past,
Oh yeah, really good in his past too. A lot of people. And I'm like the sucker. Yeah, I'll do it, and return anything down. But it has made a lot of wonderful relationships along the way, and now I'm just being, a little bit more not cautious. Cautious is not the word for it, but just more selective in terms of moving forward. Because everything that I've been a part of was something and in some way to help somebody else. So now I just have to I have to focus on where this is all going. And
it's great, right? Because it's something weird about this. Actually, I feel like came out of the pandemic.
Right.
You and I, the pandemic forced us to have talks about like the future of our gigs and what we want to do and like a direction, all this. To actually have like a plan. Right. As opposed to, hey, somebody's going to ask us to play something. Well, let's do it. Are you busy Friday? Right. Yeah.
Really one of those plans.
We actually we started a goal list.
Oh,
We
nice.
actually crossed off, I think, like 6 out of like the 10 goals we wrote.
You are
Perfect.
halfway
That's
there.
great.
It was like a really short period that we did it too, so it felt really overwhelming.
Absolutely.
This is all happening at once.
Right. But then you started out that. You're just like, you're only like 5 or 6 years in the business, aren't you? Or
I started, when 7 years now.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just like, I've always sang,
Mm-hmm.
but the business, it's being a singer or vocalist or, that's one side of it, but knowing the industry
Right. Is
the
a
whole,
whole nother ballgame.
because early on, I was getting, come with us and we'll show you the ropes and it's like, no.
Right.
Most people just want to exploit you for your talent.
Absolutely.
I got it.
Especially
Oh my
as a
God.
girl. I mean,
Been
as a young woman, I was like in my early 20s,
Right.
like
You.
fresh meat. So like that's.
This is my friend,
That's
and she gonna
interesting.
come up and
I used to be in this. I used to be in this rockabilly band. That she was pretty famous for that. I almost wonder if you had an early stint in the same band, but we'll talk about the name of that off air. Yeah. But that's interesting. I mean, most of my redemption is from the backup singers in those bands.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Most of the redemption I need, I should say. Interesting.
Jimothy. We're out there.
That would be a very small world. By her reaction, I feel like she was in.
That definitely rockabilly. That's me.
So I know, and I know you appreciate all different kinds of music too, including the blues. So I got to mention that because since I'm really well into that kind of thing too. So have you gone to do some blues things and because I'm hearing when I hear your voice, I hear this power thing, and this is like my area. And I'm like, man, she could kill some of this, she could kill some of that, because she's got this power that comes out and it's really awesome. But I've also heard you do some EDM overtures, and oh my God.
I have a lot of fun with electronic music.
You are so versatile, and in what you do. It's amazing. It's a blessing to hear. You're like if Nora Jones took acid. It's like.
That's a compliment.
That is a real shit.
Really high
I meant that for
compliment.
that. I knew you, and I knew without you to say anything that you would get that. For real though. I mean, you're smooth. You're consistent. It's pleasant. It's like a tone that makes your ears happy when you hear your voice and that, and then to see you go off and go, and then she goes and get all this power moves. I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't like to stay stagnant. I think that's just always. I love so many different styles. I was raised with a lot of like Eastern influence because of my parents. I'm first generation here, so I listen to a lot of Arabic. My mother's Algerian and my father's Palestinian.
All right.
So I'm first generation. So I got a lot of exposure to like all the Arabic music. And all the North African music, and it's
very cool. That's a great background.
So like
to have.
you have all of that, and then
you've got the amazing and the outrageous vibratos from the Arabic music, and then the rhythm, the crazy rhythms from the African side.
From the African
so man,
side,
you should be like turning out some like heavy ass shit right now. I can like see this like really colorful show, and then all this other. She comes out. What?
Well, you're in a few different projects where you're like singing completely differently, right? Like,
yeah.
I like that.
Do you ever feel maybe shoehorned with the style of our band, where it's like Matt, our guitarist, our lead creative force, is like very set in his ways with the blues and his classic rock style? Like that kind of forces you into a corner where you're like, I gotta sing this powerful Aretha song, like. Whereas maybe you typically want to like sing your EDM kind of softer spoken type.
Having different projects allows me to be
all the people.
Of those people.
Yeah.
So like being in this being in the Plutophonics allows me to be that funky, soulful. Like I get to get my rock girl out in some spots and scream in some spots. And then like I recently back in May. So this time last year I was approached by a gentleman in Cleveland. He wrote all this music and he asked me to sing it. I'm like, okay. So it's an art rock project.
Awesome.
So like a lot of odd time signatures and like weird melodies. So there's a lot of influences from like jazz and rock and just classical. Like he just like
your Pink Floyd changes all through the tunes
it's
and
like,
everything.
It's kind of eerie in a lot of places.
Oh, it's Dream Theater stuff.
It's very theatrical.
Yeah,
it's
Dream Theater.
It's extremely avant-garde.
Yes.
And so doing that, I got to express a completely different side of my voice because he was like, why don't you try singing more in your head voice? Whereas I'm like, always down here.
Right.
I'm always in my chest voice and my diaphragm. Like I'm always
absolutely.
in my bottom.
Yeah, bringing that.
So he's like, why don't you try this? And it expanded my vocal range. And like, I got to record an album of all of this stuff.
Right.
And it was just like such an incredible experience to do. And I listened back and I'm like, this is just another shade.
Right.
That like I get to add to my catalog. My already
and you're still exploring different parts of you. So that's pretty awesome. And you did say something that was really awesome, and we always like to point out stuff to other people too. She said her head voice and her chest voice. Those are two different things. So if you're a vocalist, your head voice can be all your and then your chest voice is So you got to know the differences between that, and not one is better than the other. Whatever it calls for the situation is where you can go. So if you're thinking that all you're singing from is from your head voice, then all you have to do is learn how to sing from your chest voice. So don't eliminate that. I teach that in my vocal lessons. So you didn't give me an opportunity to give a tip out to our people who are watching Hot Flash Happy Hour on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. And so we encourage you, please, to pick us out on the social media. You want to like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. Let us know how we're doing and all that stuff. And again, this is Hot Flash Happy Hour from 7 to 8 every Thursday. I am Tasha Owens. This is my co-host, Jimmy Alter. And our wonderful guest in the station today on the radio is Amira Bandy. and Jack. I always forget his last name. Jack.
Montana Jack.
Montana Jack. All right, that's your name is from
Right.
now on.
Montana.
From now on, that's your name,
brand
Montana
base.
Jack.
What brought you? Wait, we got here.
Tickle the ivories.
What brought Jack into town?
Uh-huh.
I've been living in Detroit for 2 years. Took a job in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's
Like-
from Montana, so
Like
he's like
post college, you moved
30
here
degrees
for,
warmer in Detroit than Montana in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So-
Yeah, who would?
So this is
who
kind of
would
a
move,
step up.
yeah.
He's on his way to Florida.
How did you? How did you get involved? Like, how did you meet each other? Like, were you?
I was looking for a band and they were
Yeah.
looking for a keyboard player.
Oh, cool.
So just kind of.
So just like.
Literally just like an ad, like a
Yeah.
ad tryout thing.
Was it,
Yeah,
I don't
try it
know. I actually don't
It was
know.
Craigslist.
Was it?
Keyword, yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
had no idea. You
Yeah.
just walked into the basement, and I was like, "You have a lot of potential, so we'll keep you." Like,
I think they view me as an investment. I'm new figuring this out. I'm mostly played classical music, sheet
Cool.
music,
Yeah.
not really
Very
like
good.
learning the theory behind it, and I'm trying to like challenge myself to
Cool.
kind of improvise and
Oh.
be part of a band.
And
Excellent.
this is your best
So this is
education
my
yet.
first shot at
you
that.
were in a band. Hold on, but you were in a band before.
I
Hold
was
on.
in a ska band. I played trombone.
Very
Oh,
good.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a good
Yeah.
stepping out kind of.
In
especially with
Montana?
Yeah.
Is that really?
Really?
Wait.
We pick up any
Only
trend.
two things come out of Montana.
Yeah.
A ska
10 years
band in
after it
Montana.
happened.
Gotcha. I was gonna say. Okay, so my buddy was in a ska
The
band.
first
in probably
electric car
like, in
sting.
probably like 97. Probably my buddy was in a ska band. So
Right.
you're probably talking 2000s. You were in a ska
We
band.
got MySpace in 2009.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You're
we're
on
10 years
MySpace.
later.
Yeah. Right.
Shout out MySpace.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, hey,
That's
don't
incredible.
after this shit that happened with Facebook, MySpace, you better get on deck.
I mean, you
bro.
guys had like a real did you had a horn section and everything?
Yeah, we had.
There's that many people in.
trumpet.
Were you in a big city? Were you in a big city in Montana, or were
population
you
1,000.
Big city, like 30K.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
my
there's
neighborhood.
people around to play music with and everything.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That's
There wasn't
awesome.
tumbleweeds fucking rolling down.
Rolling
the
around.
Yeah. Like yeah.
The cattle
30,000.
just-
Forgive us, we're
Okay.
big city folk, and this is just an opportunity to
Yeah.
Montana Jack.
No.
That's forever your name now.
My ex actually lived there and worked on oil rigs, so I kind of
Right.
have
That's
a
awesome.
little bit insight into
That's a
it.
great story. That's awesome. Yeah. What do you guys have coming up?
Yeah. So what's coming up for you?
Our next show is going to be November 12th at Bolero
Okay.
in Royal Oak.
Right.
So, and we have a band coming out called Gray Station.
Mhm.
They're a young band from Clarkston. Awesome. They're a blend of funk and rock. And
Funk from Clarkston.
Originals
actually,
or covers?
yeah,
or-
originals.
Original.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Cool.
Clarkston doesn't surprise
It's kind
me.
of
Clarkston
funky.
would surprise
Yeah,
me.
that's
but
cool.
Clarkston.
They just released their first single, and I'm listening, and I'm like, they
Alright.
released like a really relaxed song for their first single. It was really
And they're young.
surprising.
Are they
and they're
young cats, too?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, so they got a lot of potential, and we've been working, like we've been playing shows and recently with this band called Permanently Pissed. Oh my gosh, they're a math rock.
I
kind
love
of
it.
band.
I
Like
love it.
they are they're just an enigma, you know. Like
Yeah.
you watch them live and you're just like, oh my gosh,
What just happened?
Their lead
Yeah.
singer will just he'll put on like a wolf mask, you know, and he'll just get on and shred and he's just they're just
Like Mushroom Head. Everybody's dressed in costumes.
they're just
The
gnarly. They're
bassist looks exactly like Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Oh, well, here you
oh
go,
my
ladies.
gosh.
Ladies,
Oh my gosh!
ladies.
So Steve looks like
Trying to draw people in.
Looks
Yeah.
like-
Right.
he looks like Keanu
Go to
Reeves.
Bolero,
I'm gonna have to
ladies.
look at- yeah, so
Bolero,
November 12th.
yeah,
See
at
Keanu's
nine.
lookalike.
Oh well, no, they won't be there that
Oh,
day.
okay.
But I'll put something out there because Permanently Pissed is awesome and
Right.
they're just a great band. But Gray Station is really cool. Never
Nice.
watched them yet. I've
Cool.
seen videos, so I'm
Nice.
really excited to play with them. Bolero it's completely free. People want to come, just hang out. It's 18 and over, so
All right. Yeah.
yeah, and
Cool.
then
Get
go
there,
bowling.
Bolero.
But that's Saturday, right?
It's
Is
a
it the 12th
Friday.
Friday? The 12th?
That's a
Friday, yeah.
I got all those days. My birthday's the day before. My
That's right. You're
birthday's
11/11. He's 11/11. I'm 12/12.
I hope I'm having
Oh my
some sort of,
gosh.
yeah. I hope I'm
My
having some
gosh.
sort of raging 40th birthday party, but we'll see.
Oh, not like
we'll see what
last
my wife
year
does
when I
for
left
me.
you in the parking lot.
Oh my God,
gosh.
she left it. Yeah, last year. Let's talk about this.
Oh,
we gotta go through
no.
this. Will you guys play therapist
I made
for
you
a second?
surrender your keys,
Yeah.
and you said, "Oh, she's coming to get me.
She
Lizzie's
left
coming
me.
to get me."
She left me puking my guts out outside of my car in the pouring rain at the Caju Cafe. Yeah.
Lizzie was coming to get you, so I was not worried.
For some reason, this awful trend started on my birthday that like usually we'll play a gig and then for our first set, for some reason people think it's funny to like bring me a shot up like between every song,
Yes.
right? And
So by like the
That's a
time
good
you're
prank.
done, that's
but
about
but
like,
it's not even because it's random people bringing up these shots, so
Yeah.
it's like 8 different types of shot too. Yeah,
At least I'm consistent.
it's bad
They all
news.
know I drink
It's
for disaster.
Yeah.
bad news.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So usually by the end of the first set, like I can't really play anymore. I'm like usually then I'm sort of done for the night. Usually I hope that I have enough friends out to kind of carry through. I think I had to play last year.
Yeah, you
I
did
had to
have
play
to
a
play.
couple more songs.
He was
right?
like this. I'm like, this is so funny.
I
But
was
you
like-
got through the whole song perfectly.
Oh, good. See, I don't remember.
While swaying
I was
on
like
stage.
staggering, you know. But it's
Just
probably
hammered.
yeah.
All the
It's probably
different
something we've played
shots.
500 times though, so it's
Yeah.
like
Autopilot.
Yes.
yeah. I was in
Those moments.
And
was
once
in
I
a-
knew she
I
was
was-
coming to get you, I'm like, I gotta get back to
Yeah.
the west side, man.
I was in
It's
a
long
zen
drive.
moment of booze, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh, and speaking of which, my birthday is 12/12, and I'm having my party at the Caju Cafe. So stick around, look for some of
Look at
the
that.
flyer and things are going. I am registering for gifts.
Nice.
I'm turning 55. Damn it! It's one of those. What do you call it? Milestone crap.
Really, it's been 5 years
Double
since your
nickels. Yeah, 5 years since
party
my
at
50th.
Mario's. Oh,
That was really awesome because
Oh.
I was born on Frank Sinatra's birthday, so my whole birthday was Rat Pack themed. Everybody came dressed up. It was at Italian restaurants. It was beautiful. It was great.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And I had a young guy named Chance
Oh.
singing "The Way You Look Tonight" while I'm sitting on the dance floor and like what?
yeah. See, I got there late. I don't know. I don't remember why. I
Oh
got
yeah,
there
he
late.
sat me on the floor and
Yeah,
he
awesome.
did dress suited up. He was 16 years old. This kid was a crooner from hell. He was awesome.
Nice.
That's
He
so
sounded
awesome.
just like Frank. He was like, "The way you look tonight." Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Well, we gotta make sure it's a rockin' party then. this year
Yeah.
at the
So
Caju.
yeah, we're just gonna rock out.
Show
Let's hear Frozen. Is that okay?
Oh,
You
yeah.
wanna explain the tune? Is that fine?
Frozen. So that was produced by Heisenberg. Me and him we worked together for 3 years in a studio in Southfield, and the song was like the culmination of everything we had worked on.
Wow.
So you'll hear samples of my vocals in the background
Yeah.
Right.
from like one of the first songs we recorded, and he took so.
Oh, cool.
It's a very interesting,
Yeah.
production.
I listened to this one earlier. I thought it
Yeah.
was cool because it's just really deep.
It is
Yeah.
really deep.
Will we laugh at the same shit we used to way back when? Can you look at me and feel no emotion? It's evolutionary. We were supposed to be somewhere in between the lines we read into emerge. And as we move forward,
I love that.
It's cool. Yeah, it's really
It's
cool.
really short.
I know, yeah. Like a 2-minute
Yeah.
drone. You
But
know
yeah,
what I mean?
but it's
Really,
powerful.
Like,
You know, absolutely. He just came in light, and I love that.
Our good buddy-
I love that.
Our good buddy Cindy Lou, I would like to see her get pretty stoned as she usually does and watch you. She's a really great singer and all that
Yeah.
too. And she comes up with a lot of ideas and melodies kind of similar to that. Like I started doing some songs together with her somewhat recently. We gotta get back to it. I've been a busy dude. But just from the little bit of songwriting I've done with her, I think she'd really appreciate what you do too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
I think that.
And like
there
we
should
said
be some
earlier,
good
like
collabs
that's
on
part
that.
of that's the idea of the scene, right? Is like there should be that community.
Right.
People know each other. People help
Right.
each other. People grow off of each other. You know, like-
Absolutely. So Cindy, we coming after you. I know you're watching because you always do, and I love you. And I got to talk about that other thing too. We want to get that started right away.
She was a contributor to my drunken birthday.
Oh
contest
yes,
last
she
year.
was. Yes.
Herself, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And coming up.
See, she visited early in the night, so I remember that part still. See.
Yeah. But it's it's a no holds barred this year.
The other socials outside of your website for
Mhm.
people?
On social media, like Instagram, Facebook, Who is Amiro.
Okay.
I have a TikTok, but I don't know how it works.
I don't
Right,
know.
I've
got that snap crap, and I don't know how it works.
I haven't used that. You know,
Me too, neither.
okay, being a parent is like, I don't have enough time for social media.
Amen.
Yeah.
But it's like such a huge tool for what we do.
Absolutely.
And then real quick,
But-
Plutophonics, we're on
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram as well. So, and then we're building our website.
Cool.
So we'll have all of that.
And
Yeah.
then of course,
Hopefully,
as
yeah.
as you build that and post things, so you can send it to me, and I'll put it on the Mama page, and I'll do all this stuff too. So you want to encourage you guys, the whole band, to join the Michigan Association of Music Artists, and we're setting up currently right now in the background as we speak the digital membership on. So
Cool.
I've got all the names and everything that I got. We're gonna sit in there, and so we want you to be a part of that, and a part of that is what we're doing too. So part of that is
Absolutely.
building that mentorship, the education, paying it forward kind of thing. That's a big part of how I want Mama to work. And then, there's a lot of things we have coming on. So I will talk about that on a different show once we get everything in set in place and all my dreams. And I'm hoping, and it's going to come true because I've manifested it, and it's going to happen. So.
Do you guys want to play another tune for us?
How about, yes, another live tune here. And
This is another one of our originals from the Plutophonics.
okay. All right, and before that, let me do the last one here. You guys are watching Hot Flash Happy Hour. We want to thank you for watching. It means so much to us, and spreading the word and all that good stuff. You're watching it right here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, and you can watch us live every week from 7 to 8 p.m. on Thursday on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And we encourage that. We encourage you to like, subscribe, share, comment, and all the good things that they tell you to do on social media, because we just follow what we see.
Thumbs up.
Again, I'm Tasha Owens, your host. Jimmy Alter, my co-host. Our wonderful guest, Samira Bandy, and Montana Jack. And we're going to hear another live performance, so that's really amazing. And, hey, let's do it now. Hey.
I need you to hear me. It's a losing battle, trying to fill spaces that were
Amira. What a beautiful song and beautiful performance. And there's also another, when I heard this song, there's another rock band that's from here that is really, really killing up the tour sets, scene and everything now. It's called Eva Under Fire. Her name is Amanda. And that, when you were doing that, I was like, oh, I'm listening to her album in my head, listening to your voice, and it's like, man, it's so equally matched, and it's so awesome, and just the way you projected it and everything. I encourage you to follow Eva Under Fire.
I will.
Absolutely, Amanda Bird. That's her name. Absolutely, but man, it was right there. She always comes back home and plays a token in that. So I'll let you know when she's in town again.
That's perfect.
But but they've been on tour for a minute and killing it, yeah.
Very on.
So absolutely.
Couple minutes. That's all.
We have
That's all we got.
That's
Yeah.
it. Couple minutes.
We told people
wow,
we should mention who is Amira. 2 E's, not like Amira.
Amira.
Yeah.
Like-
double E's.
Amira.
To make it fancier, right?
Yeah,
2
Amira.
E's, so
Yes,
yeah.
Amira. Bandy.
Fun fact.
You gotta put an R roll on there somehow on the site name. Really great. Yeah. You told everybody social. Next gig is November 12th at the
Bolero.
Bolero in Royal Oak.
Bolero.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
What?
Going on.
I
Come
wonder.
bowling.
Yeah, that's interesting. I
Bowling.
wonder if I can make it out to that. That would be a fun birthday, right?
That would be
go
fun.
see
It's a
gig?
bowling
Yes.
alley and
Yes.
a bar.
I'm actually
and
a really
lounge
serious
and,
bowler.
like-
Just so you know,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
really
Oh,
serious
he's
bowler.
very
So
super
like,
competitive with
Yeah.
I'm not
everything.
that great.
You
Yeah.
should see
but
him play internet golf. It's
Yeah,
like,
no. Well, that's a different thing than actually
Whatever,
physically doing
whatever.
something. Yeah, I'm
He's
good
so,
at video games.
he'll chop your head off.
No, my husband loves that virtual golf thing.
Mhm.
though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he'll just like sit and play it like
Yeah.
all day. If
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
like, but he got really good at it. He doesn't play it anymore.
I was top
So I get
75 in
it.
the world for a while, just so you
Virtual golfer?
Yeah, no. With Tiger Woods golf, like an actual just video game.
Oh,
Like I'm
I
just a
was
nerd
gonna- I was
with
gonna
real
say,
video
that's
games.
pretty-
Yes.
I don't like physical activities. That's why I'm a good bowler, right? I mean, out of all the
It's low
sports, like
contact.
it actually. Hey, the truth of that is, like, when you go do a bowling tournament or whatever, picture bowling like 30 games or something. It's not super easy on someone's body to do that. It's not like, I know you can sit there and kind of have a drink between frames, but
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah,
called the
fun.
drunken disorderlies because we always end up
I
in last
love it.
place. We were
I
just
love
there
it.
for the beer
I actually
and the
yeah.
trip to Vegas. So
missed-
it's a
Trip
Vegas
to
bowling
Vegas,
league.
yup.
Yeah, so
I miss
we're gonna
bowling
be
so
in
much.
last place, but we're
Yeah.
gonna smile about it because we really started.
I actually
Vegas.
stopped bowling because Tasha was like, "Oh, I have this weekly gig on Tuesdays."
Yeah.
Tuesday was my bowling night, and then I was like, "Well, shit, I can go make money or I can go spend a
Spend
bunch
money.
of money." So like, I might as well go make
For
money.
5 years we kicked ass.
Yeah. We kept that bar alive.
We totally did.
Kept it afloat on Tuesdays. Who would have ever thought? The little
Absolutely.
train that could. Yeah.
So again, November 12th, she's gonna Amira and Plutophonics, along with Montana Jack.
I love that.
We'll be at
That's your
Bolero
name?
in
I mean,
Royal Oak.
That's it.
That was born here, right? You just kind of made that up. On
I
the
wait.
spot.
So like it's either people
Mhm.
say Minnesota is where he's from. They're like, so what's it like living in Minnesota? And he just told them Montana. So like if we just say he's Montana Jack,
Then
Yeah.
people remember.
Yeah, so
you know,
that's your
then
name
they
from
think
now on.
Minneapolis.
We already
It's
told
a
the
great
world,
fucking
Jack.
nickname.
That's
It
your name
really
now.
is. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
it's a great nickname. Like I kind of wish I had was Montana's.
Now, on Jimmy's birthday, November 11th, people.
Jack.
All right. On Jimmy's birthday, November 11th, I will be at the Aretha's Jazz Cafe doing the Satin Doll review as Etta James. If you saw that picture of me with the blonde hair, that's why I had it on, because we were doing the Satin Doll review. So I will be in that garb again.
Nice.
I think Thornetta Davis is going to be on that gig as well. She's going to be doing Bessie Smith. And we've got, of course, Sky Covington doing Billie Holiday and Faye Bradford doing Nina Simone. So it's going to be all of us dressed in period gear. So we become those people when we get on stage. And that's the really great part of the show. We just,
Immersive.
yeah, I turn into Etta. I'm sassy.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, tell mama, child. So, don't play with me right now. But again, yeah, so tickets are available now. Aretha's Jazz Cafe. Go to Sky Covington's page and all that stuff. And check us out and then come on out now and urge us on and enjoy the show. So we're trying to take this show to Vegas. So this is our goal for that.
Right on.
But in that, we have 2 more minutes left to go.
Yeah.
So before we get a last tune or whatever, we're going to play Family Show. I want to say thank you guys for watching Hot Flash Happy Hour. I want to thank my wonderful guests, Amira Bandy, Montana Jack. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
We're going to see more from
Thank
you, and I
you.
want to see you guys on the show some more because we're going to be working together too. So we're going to have to do some announcements and let the folks know what's going on. Jimmy,
see 'em play.
you're always the wonderful host with the most. So I love you.
I'll see you
I love
Saturday.
And I'll see you at my daughter's house Saturday. We're going to say goodbye, everybody. We're going to go out with just a couple notes because we got one more minute. And we want y'all to have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Take care of each other and love each other.
Excellent. See y'all.
Cool. Still going.
No, I understand what I'm saying.
All right.
To be inside. So you do what you do, trying to put yourself inside my shoes.